Hi Virgo, it's Gabriella. How's everybody doing today? Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I hope you are having a beautiful day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever this finds you. Virgo, is there something that you are walking away from, that you're not, it seems like you've been involved with something or tied up in something. I feel like this chair is really pushing me forward. I didn't do anything to it. It seems like you've been involved with something that's just not cutting it. It may not be fulfilling, or it feels unsatisfying. Maybe you feel unsatiated by something. It's not enough. Something like that. I'm seeing you choosing to walk away from something that you had previously been tied to. For some of you, this is a partnership. Does not have to be romantic, although it can be. This can be a friendship, it can be a business partnership. Lots of different things that the Lovers can represent. It can be a Gemini, for example. But yeah, whatever this thing is, I'm seeing you walking away from it. At one point in time, you would have very much identified with this. This is something that you would have felt was very similar to you, or it would have resonated with you very much. And now there's this sense of it not doing that for you anymore. And so you're walking away from it. I'm hearing partnership again, some type of partnership. You could have had the opportunity to walk away and then you didn't, and now you're waiting and thinking about it again. That's what it looks like to me. You know that this would mean a big change for you, a big change, a big transition. It looks like you're not going to wait anymore for something. Maybe you kept giving someone or something a chance, but you kept coming up empty, or that person did. Yeah, there's just an overall sense of you not finding what you're looking for within your connection to this thing or this person. Maybe this is something that's starting to sink in. Yeah, I'm seeing it be like you show up in a certain way. You show up in a certain way for this person or for this thing or for this company even, and you're not feeling like they show you that same respect. It's like if this is about a company, you're not being compensated for the effort that you're putting in. If this is a relationship, you feel like you're there showing up, like ready to hold space for someone, and you're not really seeing that returned. Or it's like you're willing to work on the relationship and compromise certain things, and then you feel like your partner is nowhere to be found. There's a sense of just things not being balanced. You don't feel like an equal, maybe. Or you feel like what you're putting in is different than what your partner is putting in. Or your company. Or your friend. Sibling for some. This can be related to family. Yeah, I feel like you're maybe prioritizing your values more now, whereas before you could have been like, it's okay, like I'm good dealing with that, or I'm good staying here, I don't need anything in return. But now there's a sense of like wanting to be treated in a particular way and having your values be prioritized currently. Because there's a sense of knowing that you have what it takes to stay in a situation, but for what? And that's really the question at the bottom of it. It's like, do you feel happy here? Do you feel satisfied here? Because of course you can stay there if you want to, but it's a choice of like where you are emotionally and spiritually Like, are you feeling connected to something? Because it doesn't look like you are. Not in the way that you want to be anyway. And this is also, too, about, like, not playing the martyr for a situation. It's about you know, sometimes we fall into a pattern of, like, wanting to fix things or be there for certain people. And this is about checking in with yourself. And it looks like now it's about what you want and what brings you joy and what brings you happiness and what feels balanced to you, what feels equal to you. Being with a partner or a company or a friend where things feel balanced and you feel like someone's going to show up for you in the way that you show up for them. It feels too like this is also a matter of, like, self-esteem and in understanding more so how you want to be treated. There's less of a less of an inclination to be enabling other people. Looks like you're being guided to head out, turn out. I'm getting a couple different words here. Essentially, to extricate yourself from this situation, you're being guided to do it in a way, I'm hearing a classy way, to do it in a way where you would be leaving before getting involved with another person. Okay, so for example, let's just make this more simple. Say you're in a partnership and you're recognizing, like, you don't feel, I'm hearing validated. You don't feel validated within the connection. You don't feel like you're finding what you're looking for. Ultimately, you don't feel satisfied. You're not feeling, like, emotionally, spiritually connected to this thing. There's a sense of recognizing that, and there's a sense of, like, wanting to walk away based solely on this rather than being like, I'm getting involved with another person and that's why I'm leaving. This is about you making the decision to do this for yourself and not because it looks like you don't want to exit in a way that you're going to look back and regret and feel like you should have chosen to do it a different way. I'm seeing this specifically. It's like, even if impulsively you're feeling things, you want to make sure that, like, the way that you break things off is in a way that you feel good about, and then go about your business and do what you want. But I'm seeing, like, don't use another person as an excuse to, I'm hearing bounce out, to bounce out of this situation. So funny, the terminology. To leave this situation, like, do it for you, not for another person. And not because you're going to be with another person or because you want to hook up with another person. It's about you not getting what you want, and that is the main reason. So I'm getting that, like, that logic is very important to you sliding out of something. Again, with the language, sliding out. It looks too like you may be having certain cravings or impulses for things, and once you leave this situation, you're going to be able to satiate that. But you're also going to feel better about doing it because you may be in a situation where you're feeling certain things and it would, like, go against a commitment that you made to actually play into this. So this is also another reason to break free from whatever connection this is or commitment it is that you have, so you can go about, like, fulfilling whatever it is that needs to be fulfilled within you. For some of you, you may decide to check up on someone or check in with someone. I don't know if this is a new interest or someone, for some of you, definitely someone from your past. Someone that maybe you haven't caught up with in a while. You would have had a playful connection with this person. Like, I'm seeing it mentally be entertaining. So interesting. I'm seeing another storyline unfolding here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing someone adventuring towards a connection with someone or something. This can be an interest. It can be changing jobs. It's a new venture and something that one identifies with strongly. One that really makes sense. One that really resonates. I'm getting connection be very strong. It's something that you feel very connected with, someone or something. And you also feel like whatever this thing is that you're putting energy into, you are seeing that returned in full. And it seems like this comes about because there was something that you walked away from. This could have been something that you had been building, or something that you spent a long time doing, but you recognize that like the sun was shining in a different direction, and so there's a sense of heading that way. It's almost like you could have it's so funny the message I'm getting. You could have basically bought an island. Okay, metaphorically speaking, you bought an island and you built this whole land on the island and you were feeling very happy about being within the community of it and all of that. And then one day you decided that you don't want to be on the island anymore, and that even though it was very beautiful what you built and you gave so much love and energy and time into it and it was what you needed at that point in time, there's a sense of like wanting to venture forward now, like being finished with that land. And so like something that you may have cultivated for quite some time, and this can be like a relationship or a career, like anything that you had spent time doing, there's a sense of wanting more now, or wanting to expand, or it being time to open a new chapter. And there's a sense of discovery now. Looking for like more pleasure, more happiness, maybe something that has you feeling more connected with your inner child, or maybe even a more playful connection too with the sun. The sun can be kind of like a rendezvous energy sometimes. In this spread it might be, because it's connected with the Page of Swords here. For some of you too, there's a sense of being able to, I'm hearing quick-witted, there's a sense of being able to obtain something that will be short-lived or more on the side of instant gratification. Or if you're patient, it looks like there's a long-term connection that's going to be coming through for you, the potential for it. I'm seeing the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. This can speak of a marriage. I guess this can also be, too, what you're feeling like. For some of you, you can stay in a connection with somebody and stay committed with them, and potentially for this turn into a long-term commitment if this is something that you're willing to kind of wait around on and be patient with. For others of you, it may be something that you're walking away from altogether because time's up and you're not feeling satisfied and you feel like you could find that elsewhere. And I'm seeing new opportunities open up for you if you choose to do that. I'm looking at Gemini, the Sun, Taurus, Saturn. What it looks like to me is that no matter where you end up going or staying or leaving or arriving, it looks like what's in the making, if this is what you have been manifesting, is some type of long-term commitment, some type of guided union even. But it would be something that would take, you'd still have to wait for it, so it wouldn't be immediate. Ooh, for some of you, you're letting go of a job, or letting go of someone that had been, like, tied in with your finances, or a company. Yeah, for some of you, you've been working with someone. When I say working with someone, it doesn't solely have to be like at your job. This can be like working with someone financially or within a home setting or working with a friend. But for some of you, I am seeing this directly be related to like work, job, career. You could have been collaborating with someone. I'm seeing that your finances would have been tied, or you would have like shared a business even with this person or worked with them. It looks like you're going to be letting go of this connection. I'm hearing freelance for some. Maybe a client even. I wonder why. You need a break. I'm seeing. Time to take care of yourself. It may be like draining. For some of you, this is somebody you could have been working with for quite some time, and it's time for you to like think about yourself now. Like this is a natural step. Next step for you to be taking is for you to be like alone or solo. For some of you, this is about you like needing a more long-term break. For others of you, this is more so you just wanting to focus more on yourself. For some of you, there could have been someone you were working with and it may have been financially beneficial. However, like energy-wise, too draining and you need some time now. Whether you go back to this or not is going to be your decision, but I'm seeing for right now, no matter how you cut it, I'm seeing a break is needed. Self-care, time for you to focus on yourself. Or some off time. For some of you, this can even be some sort of retreat. Not for everybody. Yeah, whether this is a company, a boss, a career, or a person, whatever this is that's tied in with your finances, this thing, you are at your maximum stress level, and I'm seeing that this release is going to be happening, and there's a big, big ending. It looks like an energy that would have been really difficult to work with. A big ending is happening. Whoever this person is or this company, whatever energy this is that you are working with or the environment, it's one that unless you advocate for yourself and say you need a break, it would not have been like looking out for you or your well-being in that way. But you may have like kind of put your trust in this person or company or business or whatever to be like looking out for you, but I'm seeing that's not what was happening. Like this is something that would have just been very concerned with its own needs and not so much yours, and so would have kind of run you dry, so to speak. So much so that they may have even, like, if you said something like you needed a break or something like that, they may have retorted in some way that felt like confusing, and maybe you questioned like if you should still continue on or actually take that break for yourself. Like this can even be a company too, where it's like you need time off and you're telling your boss and your boss is like, do you actually need time off, something like that even. or this can be a person that you're trying to create space from, yet it's difficult because your finances are tied to them. And so even though you want to break, there's a sense of like this being a more difficult, murky, or confusing situation to figure out. But it seems, I feel like as soon as you stop questioning yourself and start believing in yourself and what you're feeling and validating it rather than checking in with this other energy, you're just going to be on another level. Because it seems like this energy, whether they're doing it deliberately or not, is definitely has like some type of confusing effect on you. It's because there's like a lack of integrity with whatever this is. Not on your part. I'm not seeing it be like that. I'm seeing it be more so on like this other energies, and that can be a subconscious energy if this is another person you're dealing with. But it's like someone that you're going to need to advocate for yourself, bottom line. Because this is someone that may be someone or something that may be deliberately like deceptive or confusing, especially about your own needs, which is crazy because it's like we're talking about your own needs here, Virgo. How are you going to let someone else tell you what you need, what you do or don't need? You know, like you know that better than anyone, obviously. So it's about reminding yourself of that, trusting yourself, and going with your intuition, with your gut, and to not compromise that. I'm hearing do not compromise specifically when it comes to your needs, especially too because Virgo naturally is a sign of like doing service for other people. It's very service oriented, and so it's a very fine line between like caring for other people and like allowing yourself to be taken advantage of too. So it's really about you showing up for yourself the way you would for a best friend, you know? And advocate for yourself in that way. Someone that you would see as needing a person to speak up for them, do that for yourself. This is what I'm seeing here for you. Okay, I don't want to get too far into what's on the bottom. It feels like this will be a big step that you're going to be taking. I'm not looking at any major arcanas here in this spread. We are going to end it here, my friends. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Virgo, I am wishing you the best of luck with all of this. I'm wishing you love and light and healing, and you are absolutely going to figure this out for yourself.